Yeah, I guess I can read a poem about whales. It's also let's see. Let me get these things. It's also a metaphor. My partner is very literal, and so I have to tell her sometimes when I read a poem I wrote for her, it's a metaphor. The whale is a metaphor. If anyone's looking for a literal poem about whales, sorry. It's called Constellation, and it's from Mendocino, California. I have seen many maybe whales, surf disturbed in a certain way, waking nerves alert and skywide, transfixed by the vague suggestion of a creature, one fin in this world and one fin outside. Subside in a breath as a wave slinks from shore, pretending it didn't just throw all its passion at the earth's feet. As we rolled behind sight of the sun, the sherbet-flooded sky drained, and 2 stars became faintly visible above the horizon, just as the other sunset watcher we met last night predicted. Planets, he said, here for only 2 nights, every 800 years or so, or maybe every 400, he retracted, but the difference felt less burning than where will they go? And why have they come all this way to visit us now? Returning from your walk along the cliffs, you reported seeing a string of lights flow across the sky, and we observed there must be at least a few people around here who could afford a UFO, maybe just for the amusement of confusion alone. And I like to believe that I could pick a planet out of a line of stars, but across such inconsolable distance, who can be sure? I've heard that a whale's tongue is as big as an elephant, and its heart is as big as an automobile, with veins large enough to swim through. I don't know if this is true, but I tend to believe so, simply because it is a preferable world to inhabit. Then again, they also say that a star is bigger than a whale, and flying through space faster than a cormorant swoops into fish-rich sea, or is that a harbor seal swimming at the limits of my vision? All motion blurs back into the swirl of could be anything from which we all emerged. Ooh, seems really drooping. My first unmistakable whale was different. There, beyond those bird-thick cliffs, distant yet distinct, my heart leapt into the wave with a spray like rain. As a child born in a city, I remained skeptical of constellations. The overlay of mythic figures and what meager stars the lightful night offered seemed fanciful at best, just seasick sailors imagining mermaids from manatees. But the closer that I get to the stars, the clearer I see. We, too, are but 2 points of light, adrift in darkness, given meaning by our connections. And that is how my heart came to leave my chest when the whale precipitated from the brooding clouds of what may be. Suddenly a sea of frightful, lurking uncertainty became glass quiet. And I saw, firmament has not escaped me entirely. To feel your heat-loving fingers in the coat pocket we share, an intimacy so far from ambiguous sea monsters, or the ungraspably vast chasms of wordless matter between us and the things we claim simply because we have given them names. And despite all of this, here you are beside me, and I have seen a whale, and I have seen a planet, and I have known love brighter than them all.